So discussion about the next-gen Nintendo system or the Nintendo Switch 2 has been pretty crazy for the last few days, as the Nintendo Global President Mr. Shuntaro Furukawa got to have an interview where he was talking about the life cycle for the Nintendo Switch and how long support for the system is probably going to last, and everybody is kind of taking this one quote that he has said and running with the narrative that he's basically kind of indirectly confirmed now that the next-gen Nintendo system or the Nintendo Switch 2 won't be coming out next year, but now it's basically confirmed that it won't be coming out till 2025. And honestly, this is just a very poor interpretation of this quote. Could it be possible that the Switch 2 doesn't come out till 2025? Absolutely, but I definitely don't think that this quote basically confirms that we're not going to be seeing any type of new hardware or next generation announcement next year, because there's evidence that proves that Nintendo has already done stuff like what he's saying in this quote as well, so I'm going to be talking all about that inside of this video. And so here is the article where it says Nintendo president says that they are working on Switch software for the fiscal year ending in March of 2025. And if we take a look right here, it says Nintendo president Shuntaro Furukawa has chatted with the Japanese news site the Nikkei about the Nintendo Switch and the company's plans going forward. Mr. Furukawa says that they are still working on Nintendo Switch software, which will release by the fiscal year ending in March of 2025. So the system will continue to be supported with new software until then. In the meantime, they will presumably launch their successor to the original Nintendo Switch platform sometime in 2024, though that wasn't explicitly said. And so the question was, can the lifecycle of the Switch be extended further? And Mr. Furukawa says, we are still working on Switch software for the fiscal year ending in March of 2025. The momentum will be sustained to continue expanding the Switch business. In the fiscal year ending in March of 2024, we will maintain the momentum of Zelda and Movie into the holiday sales season. In terms of hardware, we will maximize demands not only for new purchases, but also for second units and replacements. And so yeah, basically inside of this statement here, Mr. Furukawa says that they are still working on Switch games that are going to be coming out by the end of March of 2025, and that he said that the fiscal year that's going to be ending next year in March of 2024 is going to have a lot of momentum from Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and also the Mario movie, which came out earlier this year, and both of them were very big successes. So of course they're going to have that, and also with the holiday games that are coming out in just a few days, as well as next month, being Super Mario Bros. Wonder and the Mario RPG remake, there's definitely going to be some good sales that Nintendo is going to be getting even this year, and so I'm sure that there's still going to be a lot of momentum coming into March of 2024, but because right here inside of this statement, he said here that there's still going to be Switch software and Switch games coming out by the end of March of 2025, people are running with this and trying to go with the narrative where they're trying to say, well, there you go, the Nintendo president said it himself, the Switch is still getting games till March 2025, so stop saying that the Switch 2 is coming out next year, they're not going to have any more games until after March 2025, so that is when they're going to launch the next system. And to that, I just gotta say, how stupid are you to think that they're not going to have Switch games even after the next generation system comes out? Of course they're still going to have Switch games. Like, they're going to have the next system come out, and they're still going to support the current Nintendo Switch that we all have right now for a good amount of time until they start making exclusive games just for the new platform. We've seen Nintendo do this before. Do you remember when the Nintendo Switch came out in 2017, and pretty much every Nintendo Direct that we had that year, there was like a good section at the beginning where they focused on new games that were coming to the Nintendo 3DS. And there were so many people that were like, why are you still talking about the 3DS? Like, you've got the Switch now, start announcing new games for the Switch. But they still had 3DS games that were announced. Like, we had a lot of ports and stuff, but there was still new content that was coming for the 3DS. We had like Luigi's Mansion come out for it. We had Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. We had Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey, Metroid Samus Returns. So there was a good amount of 3DS content that still came out even in 2017, the year that the next gen Nintendo system had come out at the time, but also even in 2018, a year after the Switch had come out, the 3DS was still getting new games. And so of course this is still going to be the case for the current Nintendo Switch as well, where even after the next gen platform comes out next year, there is still going to be Nintendo Switch games and support for the system coming out up until March of 2025, like how he says here. And honestly, it wouldn't even surprise me where if they're still seeing good sales and stuff for the current Nintendo Switch up until March of 2025, maybe they'll support it even longer. And that honestly doesn't really surprise me at all, because it seems to be a strategy that a lot of people are using. And I think the best example of this is exactly what we can see with PlayStation. It's honestly hard to believe that the PlayStation 5 has been out for 3 years now. It's only been about a year since I've gotten mine because I got mine last year, but the PlayStation 5 has been out for 3 years, and there are so many games that have come out for the PlayStation 5 that have also been released for the last gen platform of the PlayStation 4. Even huge games that are coming out for the PlayStation 5 that are like advertised for the PS5 have still gotten PS4 versions. God of War Ragnarok was one of the biggest games of last year, and a game that everybody was talking so much about that it was going to be crazy, and it's honestly one of the coolest games that is available right now on the PlayStation 5, but it's also available on the PS4 as well. Miles Morales was a huge launch game that came out for the PlayStation 5 when it first released in 2020. I'm actually just playing through that game right now because I'm trying to catch up with that game before the sequel comes out, but that game was also available on the PS4. Honestly, it was really up until this year where the PS5 finally started getting like exclusive games that are just for the PS5, such as having stuff like Final Fantasy 16 and Spider-Man 2, which is going to be coming out in a few days. So the point is, of course, even after the next gen Nintendo Switch comes out next year, I still don't think that it's going to be like we're only going to be seeing games coming out for that system, and there's probably going to be maybe a time where we're still going to be getting maybe potentially even Nintendo Switch games, like big Nintendo games from Nintendo as cross-gen releases that might be coming out still for this current Nintendo Switch, but also for the next-gen system. Maybe they'll have like one or two really big exclusives for the next-gen platform to get people to buy it, but of course I'm sure Nintendo is also aware that not everybody is able to buy the next-gen system the moment it's available. Of course, I'll probably be trying to get it day one as much as I can, but I know that there's going to be, for some people, like there's going to be a bit of time where maybe they have to ask for it for Christmas or their birthday or something like that. Maybe they'll have to save up money. So of course Nintendo is aware of that too, and that's why they're still going to have support for this current Switch that everybody has right now up until March of 2025 before they completely like kind of shut down everything for it and start working only on the Switch 2. And so I just wanted to talk about this because everybody's kind of been running with this quote saying that it's basically confirmed now that the Switch 2 isn't coming out till 2025, and Nintendo president said it himself, so that's why you have to go by his word, and they basically confirmed that we're not going to be seeing any new next-gen platform next year. It's just a very weird and dumb way of looking at this quote, so I just wanted to talk about this, give you guys my thoughts, and show you the evidence that Nintendo has already supported previous gen systems even after next-gen systems have come out, like with the 3DS and the Nintendo Switch. So I just wanted to explain all of that so everybody's kind of more cleared up about this. I still think it's very possible that the Switch 2 maybe won't come out next year and it might come out in 2025, but I definitely have way more faith that it's going to be coming out next year. Like pretty much every sign is just pointing towards the next gen Nintendo platform coming out at some point in 2024, and I really just don't see Nintendo trying to drag out an entire other year of just having more of these kind of like ports and like lower types of remakes and stuff coming for the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, I'm definitely expecting the next gen platform to finally make its debut next year, and it should be a very exciting time. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to click that like button and also subscribe to the channel, as well as I'm going to be talking more about the Nintendo Switch 2 as the information comes out. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this. How do you guys feel about the quote right here from the Nintendo Global President? Do you think that it still means that we're going to be getting a next-gen platform next year? I definitely think so, but definitely let me know what you guys think about it down below. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros. And Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.